The policeman puts his hand on Nicky's shoulder. Son, why'd you have to cause a scene when placing your order?
Hey, copper, get your fucking hands off me.
Relax, kid, I'm just trying to get back to my coffee. Now let's head downtown and call your mommy.
Don't make me have to go get my friend named Tommy. I put more holes in you than a basketball jersey. I warned you, copper, now it's gonna get dirty.
See, the officer wasn't aware of who Nicky was. I'm gonna take things back a couple of months. See, Don Poblano was outside a local bar, his place of operation, about to enter his car. Went up, ran 3 young men with ski masks on. They all pulled out guns and fired on the dawn. 2 ran, the other one stopped and continued firing. He emptied his Tommy gun, only leaving when hearing sirens. He ditched the gun, mask, and the black clothes. Went in the back of the bar, eerily calm, composed. Later that evening at Polly's house outside town, someone stumbled upon a conversation that was going down.
Yeah, Polly, what the fuck you want? I gotta get back to that broad before she polishes another knob.
Nicky, I know it was you. I saw the look in your eyes when you came in the bar, and so did the other guys.
Well, then there's only one thing to do. Polly, me and you was taking over the crew.
But what about the underboss, the capital regimes? You think they're just gonna bow to their knees and kiss your ring?
They won't have a choice.
Nicky coldly replied. He kissed Polly's forehead and wished him goodbye. Outside the door, a young soldier scampered away, amazed at Nicky's ability to so coldly calculate. The next day, Polly and the capos called a meeting. Nicky arrived late, gave the crew a grisly greeting. He had news that the underboss, who was in jail, had been brutally murdered last night in his cell. Nicky hopped up on the table, waving his Tommy gun, declared himself the boss and said a new day had begun. He laid out his plans and made Polly second in command. The boys were impressed by this kid who quickly become a man. 2 months in, things were great with Nicky in charge. The boys were happy there was enough cash to fill up a barge. Nicky, still with his trusty Tommy gun at his side, knew it was inevitable that he and the law would soon collide, but not the way it happened. A few weeks later, the law called because he paraded and slapped a waiter. The police arrived. When threatened, he got rough. That's when it got ugly. Big Polly stood up. He and Nicky proceeded to beat the cop nearly to death. Nicky kicked him in the ribs until he had blood in his breath. Things escalated. War between the mob and cops ensued. The crew saw how quickly things had come unglued. A young soldier stepped up, said he'd do what was needed. Nicky was too hot-headed, they'd be quickly defeated. So a few days later, Nicky walks in the back of the bar. He's greeted by a soldier with a length of piano wire. Polly comes out of the shadows to hold Nicky still. They only stop when his eyes become blood-filled. It was a soldier outside the door of Polly's house that night. He ran around the bar like he just won a prize fight. He assumed he would now take over the crew, but Polly had other plans, and he quickly drew Nicky's Tommy gun that he had pulled from his coat and unloaded on the soldier, who was quick to gloat. Patient Polly had now finally become the Don, made peace with the police, and things moved on. He was calm, diplomatic, gave soldiers rights. As the boss, he took the crew to new heights, and as a reminder of how quickly his run could be done, Polly always carried around Nicky's Tommy gun.